Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 2, Semester 2, Practice Final 2014. Remember to show all your work and to write the answers on the lines. So this is going to be two videos. Video number 1 will hopefully go through all of the first page, and video number 2 will go through all of the back. All right, so number 1. X cubed minus 8 divided by x squared plus 5x minus 14. So what we have to do, we have to factor. On the top, we are going to take the cubed root of that, and that would be, remember the pattern, a minus b, so that would be x minus 2. The cubed root of x cubed is x, and the cubed root of 8 is 2. And then we're left with x squared plus 2x plus 4, because it's a squared, ab, b squared. Okay? Now for the bottom. The bottom, we're looking for numbers that multiply to get to negative 14 and add to get to 5. Okay? And you should be getting, well, 2 and 7, and it's going to be a negative 2. So we get x minus 2 and then x plus 7. All right, and what cancels out is the x minus 2's, and then we're left with x squared plus 2x plus 4 on the top, and then x plus 7 on the bottom. Okay, number 2. Now, number 2, first we're going to look to see what operation we have in the middle, and it's multiplication. Good. So now we're going to factor each one of these if possible. All right, so in the yellow, I can factor out a 2, and then we're left with x squared minus 9. But wait, can I keep factoring that? Yeah, I can take the square root of that, and we're left with 2, x plus 3, x minus 3. Remember, we want to factor it all the way. So that's where I'm going to start putting all of my final answers. Now, the 3x, there's really nothing to do with that, so we're just going to keep it the way it is. All right, in the pink, the 3x squared minus 12x, I can factor out a 3x. So the 3x comes out front, and we're left with x minus 4. And then the last one in the gray, you're thinking of numbers that multiply to get to negative 12 and add to get to negative 1. Okay, and that would be, yeah, 3 and 4, and it's just a negative 4. So in the gray, we would write x plus 3, x minus 4. Okay, so let's start finding things that cancel out. All right, I see a 3x and a 3x, x minus 4, x minus 4, x plus 3, x plus 3, and then what we're left with is the 2, x minus 3. Okay, number 3. The first thing that I noticed with number 3 is that we're talking about division. And if it's division, we want to make sure that we flip that second fraction, okay? So when we rewrite it, we're going to have the 8x cubed and x squared minus 2x. That changes to times, okay? And the pink comes up to the top and the gray down to the bottom. So x squared minus 4 and 4x to the 4th, okay? So the next thing that we need to do is factor everything. Why don't you see if you can factor everything all on your own? Go ahead and pause the video. Good luck. Well, you hit pause by hitting the pause button. Come on, guys. Okay, so the only thing that factored was the x plus 2x minus 4 in the pink, and then the blue, the x minus 2. So what cancels? Well, the x minus 2 and the x minus 2. We can reduce the fraction 8 over 4, and that would be 2, okay? Because 8 divided by 4 is 2. Now, who wins with the x's, the top or the bottom? Yeah, the bottom wins, and the bottom wins by 1, so we would have an x to the 1. But then we got to keep track of all of these because we have x and x, so that gives us x squared on the bottom, and then the only thing that's left is x plus 2. So we have 2x plus 2 over x squared. Okay, so for number 4, let's look to see what operation it says, adding. And now the next thing we have to look at is, are the denominators the same? And they are. So we can combine everything all at once. So negative 5x plus 1 plus x squared plus 5. So let's go ahead and write that in standard form. The x squared comes out front. We have negative 5x. And then the thing I can combine is I can combine 1 and 5. And 1 and 5 make 6. The next thing to do would be to factor. And on the top, we're looking for numbers that multiply to get to 6 and add to get to negative 5. Okay, now, if you're thinking 1 and 6, that only works if the 6 is negative, but then it doesn't work for the top. All right, so the group that works, it's negative 2 and negative 3. So the numerator, the top, is now x minus 2, x minus 3. And does anything cross out? Yeah, x minus 2. So then our final answer is x minus 3. Okay, number 5. 5 says to find the z value of the solution to the system. Okay, so remember that when we talk about this, that we have A, B, and C. So A, B, and C. To start canceling things, we need to start with A and B. Okay, so we have 2x minus y minus z equals negative 4, and 6x minus 6y minus 5z equals negative 25. So I want to cancel out the x's. What do I need to multiply the top equation by to do that? Yeah, we have to multiply by negative 3. Okay, so that changes to a negative 6x, a positive 3y, a positive 3z, and a positive 12. Okay? And so we're going to combine that. Let me move this a little bit now. Oh, that didn't come with. Let's just rewrite it. So that was plus 3z. Okay, and we're going to combine that with the 6x minus 6y minus 5z equals negative 25. Okay, so those cancel, and then we're left with negative 3y minus 2z equals negative 13. So good, we need to keep that. Now, the next thing we're going to cancel is with B and C. So once again, we're just going to write them exactly how they are. and then negative 6x plus 4y minus 2z equals 22. Now, can I cancel the x's right away? Yeah, they're the same number and they're opposites. So why don't we pause the video and I'll let you do that all on your own. Good luck. Okay, so you should get negative 2y minus 7z equals negative 3. So what I'm going to do with these two guys is we're going to combine them. So negative 3y minus 2z equals negative 13, and negative 2y minus 7z equals negative 3. So now we want to cancel out the y's. So we're going to have to multiply both equations. And the first number I can think of for 3 and 2 is 6. All right, so to get the top equation to 6, I'm going to multiply by negative 2. And the bottom I'm going to multiply by a positive 3. And the reason why I'm doing that, one of them has to be an opposite sign. So that I just picked the top to multiply by a negative. So negative 2 times negative 3 gives us a positive 6. Negative 2 times negative 2 is a positive 4z. And negative 2 times negative 13 gives us a positive 26. Okay. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6y. We get negative 21z and a negative 9. Okay, and just like we wanted to, those cancel. We get negative 17z equals, well, what's 26 minus 9? Well, 26 minus 9 is negative 17. And when we divide both of these by negative 17, well, negative 17 divided by negative 17, we get that. I'm sorry, that's a positive 17. Whoops. Anyways, a negative divided by a positive gives us a negative 1. So thankfully, that's all we had to find. So we can say that z equals negative 1. Okay, well, since this video is getting long already, we're going to stop it right now. Video number 2, we'll start off with the bottom, number 6. All right, this is Mr. Grice signing off for Algebra 2, Semester 2 practice, final video number 1. Thanks for watching.